Welcome back to Locked Up 365. If you're new to my channel and you like all jail related content, please hit that like and subscribe. I'll keep you up to date on all things jail related. I recently just published a video of what not to do if you get locked up. I want to go over some key points of what you should do if you get locked up. It might help your time go by a lot faster. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, so the first thing, soon as you walk into the dorm, more than likely you're going to get heckled. They're going to be whistling at you, screaming stuff, especially when you got 70 or 80 guys doing it all at once. It's very intimidating, I'm not going to lie. I was intimidated the first time. There's very rare occasions that this don't happen. And that's usually if everybody's busy watching like the Super Bowl or something like that, or if they bring people in the middle of the night. 90% of the time you're going to get heckled. And once you're in there for a while, you're going to be the one doing the heckling. It's kind of like a rite of passage or a hazing. If they can look at you and see that you're scared, it's going to make things 10 times worse for you because they're literally going to eat you alive. In jail, you look for anything for entertainment. Be cool, be calm, just walk in. Even if they're heckling, just act like you don't even hear them. Just boop, pop in those earmuffs. Act like nothing's going on. Okay, so once you do get into the dorm, it brings me to the second thing, and that is make a good first impression. First impressions are everything. It don't matter if you're in the street or in the jail. If you go in jail and you act like you're a bad dude, nobody can beat you, you're the best there ever was, you're the strongest dude there is on the earth, that's not the way to go about things because you will get tested. The best thing to do is just be cool. You don't want to come off too cocky or overconfident. Just be chill, be yourself. I mean, if that's who you are in real life, then, I'm not going to tell you not to be yourself, but I would hold back a little bit and not jump straight into the big head. You definitely do not want to come off as a pushover though either. So if something was to happen, you want to just let people know that you will stand up for yourself. You got to find that medium. Just be yourself, be chill. Once you get to know people, then your real personality can come out and shine, and you could take the whole dorm over. One of the most important things I can tell you is do your time, don't let your time do you. If you're worried about a wife or a girlfriend or a husband or a boyfriend, what they're doing on the outside, you're going to have a horrible time in jail. A day is going to feel like a month. It's literally going to be miserable for you. The best thing that I did while I was locked up, I limited communication. That stuff will mess with your head in jail. You have no control over what goes on outside. I've seen a lot of guys in there that get stuck on that phone. They're on there constantly calling their girl, and say Friday night, Saturday night, she don't answer. He's in there going ballistic. Next thing you know, he's in the hole over something he can't control. He has no control over what she does. No matter how much you trust your significant other, when you take yourself out of the picture, your mind is going to go crazy. Even though when you're out, you have no doubt they're the most faithful person in the world, but when you get locked up, your mind just wanders and wanders and wanders. I had very minimal communication with anybody, and that was the best for me. I did my time, I soared right through it. If you make a calendar and you mark off every day, your time is going to go by so slow. You're going to be so miserable because you're like, what is going on? Like, you might only do a month, but it feels like 6 months. Now, once you get out, it feels like it flew by, but when you're in there, day for day, if you're marking that calendar off, that's the wrong thing to do. But the best thing to do if you want to keep a calendar, don't mark off day by day. I wouldn't even look at my calendar for 2 or 3 weeks or a month, and then when I looked at it, I would mark it all off at once, and I'd be like, man, that 2 weeks flew by, because I wasn't looking at the calendar every day. A very important factor of how you're going to do your time is if you can get into a good routine, especially like with a couple other people or something. If you can get out on like a workout schedule, if you don't get into a routine, you are really going to regret it, because your time's just going to go by so slow. I mean, what else do you got to do? What are you going to do? Sit there and think about what your old lady's doing on a Friday night? You need to get in a routine and get your time flowing. Block out the outside world. Do your time. Don't worry about a calendar. Don't worry about the old lady. Even if your routine is you call your old lady at 9 o'clock at night, you can throw that in there. Or you call your boyfriend on his lunch break at noon. You can do that. But as long as you have consistency, every day do the same thing. When I was in jail, I always had a routine. If I didn't have a job, I would stay busy with working out, walking laps. I would watch a certain show at a certain time. After lunch, it was poker all day long. I would play poker until I went to sleep. I never played poker in my life until I got locked up. And I learned the hard way. And when I mean the hard way, I mean the hard way. Like, they literally just took my money and laughed me off the table. But eventually, I figured it out. And I became a key player. And I played every day. People will teach you how to play spades and euchre. Maybe not poker, because they're too busy actually playing. But spades and euchre, they don't do as much gambling on. So maybe some steak cakes or something like that. But they're more willing to show you how to play, and you can spend hours playing a game of spades and you won't even realize that the time has went by, because you've been sitting there cutting up, playing cards, and your time will just fly by. Some of the best advice I can give you is mind your own business. Stay out of the drama. There's no reason for you to be in other people's business. If you see people over there making a deal, just look. You don't need to know anything about it. Just go on your way. Act like you never seen it. Because once you get caught up in other people's stuff, bad things happen. So there's no reason to put yourself in a bad situation. You're there for you, nobody else. Just do your time and go home. Don't worry about what the next man is doing or how much money he's making in there. Don't worry about it. Just do you and go on. That's the best advice I can give you when it comes to something like that. I would never eavesdrop, and I definitely wouldn't want somebody else to tell me that they heard something, because I don't want no part of it. I don't want to be mixed up in somebody else's drama. I'm there for me. I got myself in a situation. I'm going to do my little time, and I'm going to go on. And the number one thing, positive outlook on everything. I try to do that in my day-to-day life now, but then I wasn't so positive. But when I got into my last bit, I got a lot more positive about when I get out. I had goals. I set goals for myself and I achieved every one of them. I actually surpassed all my goals. Just have a positive attitude in jail. Just keep everything in your head like everything's going to work out. Everything is as it should be, and you will be okay. Just keep a positive mental health. If anybody has any recommendations on videos they would like to see in the future, please leave it in the comments section below. I'm going to leave links in my description for all my other videos if you all would like to check those out. I hope you do. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll keep you informed on all things jail related. Thanks for watching Locked Up 365.